We are at a birth spring. This is the origin of a creek coming out of the ground, right there. When we first bought this farm, this birth spring was jetting out of the rock wall. That's right here, and was all that too. And you can see that turned into an avalanche, and then the source of the birth spring just moved a couple of feet downstream to here, just coming up out of the ground. So it used to be this spectacular, like you could take a shower under it.
Wow.
But not anymore, but it's still an amazing source of water for this farm. It's a year-round birth spring, and it just continues downstream all the way to the ocean. We have a couple spots where we've built swimming holes into this birth spring, and the dogs find swimming holes everywhere. They love it. This white hose line you see is actually our neighbor draws this water, and his hose goes all the way downhill to his farm, and his fruit forest will receive water year-round. This is his irrigation, and he can do it because he's downhill from the source of water. We unfortunately are up that big massive hill, so if we were ever to access this water, we would have to go with an electrified pump, which we've not done yet because we don't need to. And let me clarify, a birth spring just means it's where the origin of the spring is. Pure, natural, structured vortex, totally clean water. Feels great to swim in it. As this one knows by instinct.
And it's so soft water.
How's it taste?
It's good. Super good water.
Fresh, soft.
Nice temperature too.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
When water moves like this down a natural flowing creek, it's getting structured, being vortex, moving down the rapids and in and out of the eddies. It also, in a natural creek, is going to move in and out of the sun, and the sun is also going to structure it, energize it. And so water out of a creek is really the most vibrant for us to drink. Structured, it's been exposed to the sun, it's not dead, it's alive. And then this water comes out of the ground, so it's highly mineralized. And that's really, our bodies absorb minerals either from the water we drink or the greens that we eat. And most of the water in the world is not very mineralized, at least not that which people drink. The hose our neighbor uses to collect water for his fruit trees. You can see that he's put a plastic bag. Max, can you move? Come here. Come here. He's put a plastic bag down to really keep the leaves and the detritus that falls from the trees from clogging, to prevent it from clogging up his hose, so that he doesn't have to worry about the flow stopping. And downhill it goes. Now we're at the top of the spring, and you can see this volume of water is really high. When people buy land in Costa Rica, one thing they have to consider is there a natural spring on their land? And then how many gallons of water does it produce a minute? And this spring is producing, I have no idea, but extremely sufficient quantity of water, gallons per minute, that this would be sufficient for our farm and the farm below us. A very adequate supply of water. It's rainy season, there's going to be less water in dry season, but still it's a year-round spring. There are not as many year-round springs in Costa Rica as there are rainy season springs.